Hello Musers, I'm Daryl Baker, and today, as part of our fabulous careers in fashion advice, we are here at Varg, which is a fashion PR agency, to talk to the wonderful Rachel Cornic, and she's going to tell us all about her amazing job in fashion PR. So let's go get the lowdown. I'm sitting here with Rachel, who is Senior Press Officer here at Varg. How did you get into PR and press?
I studied fashion design at Northumbria Uni. So then I started my full-time after uni career as a buyer at Arcadia, and my buyer, who's above me, suggested that I'd be really good in PR.
This must be a really big change. You went from Arcadia, which owns all the high street brands, to something really, really small. What are the pros of being in a smaller company?
I loved Arcadia. It's a really good training ground, but I was just ready to be in part of a smaller team and really feel part of building the business. And it's nice just to talk to all of the different clients all of the time.
So in a nutshell, what is it that you do?
At Varg, we look after mainly Scandinavian brands, so we've got about 10 fashion brands. My job is to make sure that all of the UK press know how fantastic our brands are. We have 2 big press days a year, which is for the main season, spring, summer and autumn, winter, and then we have smaller sub-season press days for high summer and for Christmas, which is always really far ahead, so it messes up your internal seasonal clock. So I want to be wearing autumn winter before I've even got my spring summer stuff out, which is a little bit annoying.
But we are in Britain, so
yeah,
you could get away with it.
Yeah, definitely. And then we might have a stylist who's styling a celebrity for red carpet, and she might want to come in on an appointment to look at the product herself. We take about 10 UK press and buyers to Mercedes-Benz Stockholm Fashion Week twice a year as well. And there's probably a million things that I've forgotten.
I mean, it sounds so glamorous and so social. Is it always like that?
It's not glamorous. I know even when I'm saying it, it sounds glamorous. It is quite stressful. I mean, you're not saving lives. A friend of mine always says it's PR, not ER. And you've kind of got to remember that sometimes.
So people shouldn't come into the industry with sort of rose-tinted glasses on. It is hard work.
Oh, it is hard work, and especially when you start, there's a lot of lugging samples about, steaming samples, lugging boxes about. Your heels go out the window.
Are internships vital to a role in PR, do you think?
Yeah, absolutely. And I think ideally for me, it's great if someone that's junior can have experience from both sides of it for PR as well. So if you can get maybe a month's work experience in a magazine and then a longer work experience within a press office, then you can kind of learn how both sides of it work. So it's really a good thing to have.
What stands out on a CV that makes you want to take someone as an intern?
I think what makes things stand out for me on a CV is that someone's clearly passionate about the industry and has done their research. Knowledge of magazines, knowledge of blogs, it's really important.
How do you go about advertising internships when they come up here?
We advertise on Fashion Monitor. We also put it on our blog, and sometimes we'll tweet about it as well.
If you get a rejection, even if it's just no, sorry, we've got no placements at this time, and people still want to keep up contact, what is the best way to do that?
You can kind of start to interact, not too in your face, through Twitter, and just kind of follow people and start up a bit of a conversation. If you see that they're looking again, just keep in touch, but not too pushy, because people are really, really busy.
Yeah, and it's not necessarily a no, it just might be no, not at this time.
Yeah, absolutely. Sometimes it's just not at this point in time.
And what's your Twitter?
Our Twitter is Varg Ltd.
Well, Musers, Scandi Girls are where it's at. You've heard it all from Rachel today. She's given you some great tips on how to get into the industry. Internships are essential in fashion PR. If you've got any questions, then please leave us a comment on our Twitter or Facebook, and I will see you next time, Musers.